What is the best way to show extreme interest in a job without appearing desperate? And it's a fine line to do that, because a lot of times, people are interviewing and looking for a job because they need work. Period, point blank. If we didn't have to work, we'd volunteer. So, you're going for a job because you need work. You need this job, or you really want this job. And a lot of times you can come off as being desperate. And I've been in interviews where people try to make me feel sorry for them so that I would offer them the job, which is wrong. That's so wrong. You don't want a pity party and that's why somebody offered you a job, because they feel so bad for you because you've had, such a hard time. You don't want that, because that's not going to work in your favor. You can be excited for the job without coming off as being desperate. You can say, I've heard so many good things about this company, and you can list some of the things that you heard, some of the good things that you heard. You can say that. You can say, I really enjoy so I'll say for myself, I really enjoy human resources. That is a really deep passion of mine. And your organization, they do a lot of work with helping people better themselves. And I want to be a part of that. And I know I can contribute to this organization. So that's what you want to say without saying, please hire me. I really need a job. That's because and it shouldn't be interpreted as that either. So when I'm talking, the interpretation shouldn't be, I really want this job. I'm going to say whatever I need to say so that you'll hire me. That's not the interpretation that you want to give off. You want to be sincere. And if you really want a job, you can be excited and you can be enthusiastic. I want somebody who wants to work here. I do. I want you to be hype. The people that work at our agency are hype. They want to be here. We have a good time. That's what I want. I want somebody who wants to be here because they want to be here, not because, I need a job. Because you can get a job anywhere. But do you want to work here? Why do you want to work here? What have you heard about this company that makes you want to work here? So if you're excited about a job, it's okay. You just don't want to go in with, I lost my job 3 months ago. My unemployment's about to, which I've had somebody tell me that. My unemployment's about to run out. I'm behind on my child support. I've heard all those stories. And in the effort of trying to guilt me into saying, let me hire you because, poor you. And it is poor you. And I do feel bad for your situation, because I do. I feel bad for your situation. But you cannot guilt somebody into hiring you. That's not going to go well for you, and it's not going to go well for them in the long run. What should I do if I accidentally start to cry in an interview? Well, I don't really, I've had people cry in an interview with me before. I didn't know what to say then. I don't really much know what to say now is, why are you crying? Why would you cry? Why would you cry in an interview? The two people that cried in an interview with me, one was a male and one was a female. And I think for the male that he had personal issues going on. I think he had personal issues going on before he got there. And he was just sad. And I guess, it kind of got the best of him. For the female, I don't know why she was crying. She just, started crying. She was so moved. You shouldn't cry in an interview, but you're human. But I think if you do start crying, explain. Because just to cry, like these people did me, it was, tears, and then it just stopped, and then they kept talking, was weird. But so if you're going to cry, if you must cry or accidentally cry, kind of explain why you're crying. If your eyes are watering and it's allergies, because allergies can sometimes make you seem like you're crying, you can say, this is allergies, I'm not really crying. Or the joke was so funny, oh my gosh, it's so funny, you got me crying. But because hopefully nobody's saying anything to you in the interview that's making you cry. Tell me about yourself, hopefully shouldn't bring you in tears. Why do you want to work here? Shouldn't bring out tears. Do you have any questions for me? Shouldn't bring any tears. So if you start crying, maybe you had a personal issue or a flashback or it's whatever, I would say that, in the interview, but hopefully you won't have to cry in an interview. Hopefully, you can hold it together until after the interview to cry. What should I expect for the first 90 days of employment? The first 90 days of employment is you're going to be nervous. You try not to make any mistakes. You're going to learn a lot. You're going to learn a lot about the company. A lot of people, the first 90 days, they have some type of orientation that they go through to learn about the company, maybe learn about the job that they're going to do. They also, you're getting to know the benefits. You're getting to know your clients and your coworkers during the first 90 days. There's expectation, but there's not a lot of expectation because people expect you to be nervous because you're learning what they expect to see. Things that they're looking for the most is, are they coming to work on time? Are they trying to work? They may not know what they're doing, but are they trying to work? I'll give you a good example. A couple years ago, we had hired a administrative assistant, and she came to work on time, the whole 9 yards. But like for the first 2 weeks, she was trying her best to get things done so fast that she was just messing up on a lot of stuff. And I was like, oh my gosh, I don't know if this is going to work out. That's really what I said, because it was just, she was going so fast and just messing up on a lot of little things. And then we had a conversation and then things went better. But the first 2 weeks, I think for her is that she was nervous and she was trying to make such a good impression and trying to finish timely and just show, I'm here, I'm in it for the long run, that she just was messing up. So the first 90 days people aren't so strict usually. There's wiggle room because you're learning the position and you're learning about the job. They're looking for, can you show up on time? Do you show up on time? Are you honest? Are you trying to work? Because a lot of times too, sometimes people will get hired and don't do anything because they'll go with another employee who the first 6 months, she not do anything. She kept saying, oh, I haven't learned that. Nobody showed me that. Forever and ever and ever, to the point where it was like, every time I show you how to do something, I'm going to follow up in an email because I got tired of hearing nobody showed me. So you're looking at, during the first 90 days, can they come to work on time? Are they showing initiative? Are they learning the stuff that you're trying to teach them? They may not have it down pat, but are they learning? So you're kind of looking for like the standard employee, not excel, not to excel at things, but can do the basics. Come to work on time, not a problem person, not a gossiper, any of that. So that's what you're kind of looking for the first 90 days. If you haven't already bought the 90 Days to Employment Journal, get it now. If you or a friend of yours or somebody or a family member is looking for a job, the 90 Days to Employment Journal, every Wednesday at 4 p.m., we go live on Instagram to answer all your HR questions. See you at the next video.